Hi there, welcome to Nauctis on YouTube.
Imagine a giant ship that not only sails the seas but also houses millions of fish. This is Havfarm 1, a revolutionary innovation from Norway that combines cutting-edge technology with environmental sustainability. But this ship isn't the only one creating wonders in the ocean. In China, the Deep Blue project introduces a submersible pen that operates at stunning ocean depths, ensuring high-quality salmon harvests like never before. And if you think that's impressive enough, wait until you hear about Guoxin 1. This tanker-sized vessel isn't just an ordinary ship, but a mobile fish farm capable of producing over 3,700 tons of fish per year. This is just the beginning of our journey exploring the 8 most innovative and impressive offshore fish farming projects in the world. Havfarm 1. 𝗤𝗂𝗃𝗲𝗯𝗃 Havfarm, or known as Havfarm 1, is currently the world's largest open fish farm. Ordered by the Norwegian company 𝗦𝗽𝗃𝗲𝗃𝗲𝗁, this floating farm is 385 meters long and designed to hold 10,000 tons, or about 2 million salmon in 6 47 by 47 meter nets. A highly integrated automatic fish catching system ensures high efficiency and low workload. Common examples of these advanced support systems include fish feeding arrangements, dead fish handling, rail-mounted service units, and more. This fish farming installation is designed to withstand cold climates and harsh sea conditions along the Norwegian coast. To this day, Havfarm 1's integrity continues to be checked and documented through regular 𝗤𝗍𝗃𝗲𝗃 surveys on board. These surveys cover the condition of marine systems, along with specific fish functions that prevent fish from escaping and avoid health problems in fish and extreme environments. One of the common problems in Havfarm 1 is the presence of salmon lice that often attack salmon fish here. These fish lice are often found in calmer waters in Norwegian bays and fjords, where this fish farm is located. As a result, 1 in 5 farmed salmon in Norway dies before reaching maturity. This move offshore exposes the fish farm to ocean currents that will help sweep away lice larvae. For information, Norway produces 1.1 million tons of salmon in 2016 and earned $7.6 billion from exports. With the success of Havfarm 1, Norway's 𝗦𝗃𝗃𝗲𝗃𝗃𝗁 is now planning and designing the construction of a second fish farming installation, Havfarm 2. Like its predecessor, Havfarm 2 will have the same capacity but can be operated in dynamic positioning mode. This means Havfarm 2 will be designed to move freely in sea space and can be moved when bad weather occurs. 𝗤𝗍𝗃𝗲𝗃𝗁 will also be involved in all phases of the Havfarm 2 project through a classification approach. Deep Blue. Not only Norway, China also has a fish farming facility called Deep Blue No. 1, located in Qingdao, Shandong Province, China. This fish farm, located 130 nautical miles off the Yellow Sea coast, is the country's first deep-sea fish farm. Deep Blue itself weighs more than 1,500 tons and has an octagonal cage the size of 2 football fields. These cages are designed to overcome several design and engineering problems, such as sinking and floating control and preventing the fish inside from shark attacks. This is the biggest and latest breakthrough in deep-sea fish farming design and development in China. China has implemented a different strategy from other countries, where the Deep Blue project breeds salmon 30 meters below the surface of the Yellow Sea by utilizing lower water temperatures and higher dissolved oxygen levels. This way, it allows salmon to grow more prosperously. This salmon breeding equipment is cylindrical, 114 feet high, and can hold 50,000 cubic meters of seawater. This cutting-edge and latest technology will allow China to achieve a breakthrough in large-scale salmon breeding in the open sea. The facility can raise 300,000 salmon in one growth cycle. When each fish has reached a weight of 5 kilograms, they are ready for harvest. When harvest season arrives, thick tubes will be inserted into Deep Blue's net cages, and one by one the salmon are sucked from the sea into the ship. This method is certainly very modern and different from traditional fishing operations that only use ordinary nets. After harvesting, these salmon will be transported to big cities like Guangzhou, Beijing, and Shanghai using cold chain routes and air transport. Thus, the fish can reach major distributors within a maximum of 36 hours, ensuring their freshness to consumers. Guoxin 1. Besides Deep Blue, China also has another fish farm called Guoxin 1, which is 819 feet long and has the capacity to produce 3,700 tons of fish annually. Guoxin 1 began construction at China Shipbuilding Trading Co. or CSSC shipyard Qingdao in December 2020. Guoxin 1 has 15 tanks, each larger than 2 standard swimming pools, with Guoxin 1's stocking density 3 to 5 times higher than traditional cages. Each cage in Guoxin 1 is designed to perform continuous water exchange, and its aquaculture site can be up to a quarter shorter. The 100,000 deadweight ton ship is also designed to withstand typhoon attacks, so the fish inside remain safe and not easily swept away by water currents due to typhoons. Unlike the Deep Blue fish farm, which breeds salmon, Guoxin 1 focuses on breeding yellow croaker fish, which are commonly found in the Yellow Sea, East China Sea, and South China Sea. To realize high-quality fish farming, each tank is centrally controlled from water monitoring, oxygen, and lighting systems in real time. Feeding in the rearing tanks is done by 2,108 measurements and control points. In addition, this type of fish farming takes into account the need for higher fish rearing densities in tanks. The density can be 4 to 6 times higher than in traditional aquaculture cages. Moreover, the rearing cycle can be shortened by more than a quarter. In March 2024, the Guoxin 2 and Guoxin 3 ships will be operated given the success of their predecessor. Meanwhile, the Guoxin 4 ship was built at the end of 2023. Conson number 1. Yellow croaker fish are very popular in China. Seeing the success of Guoxin 1, which successfully produced yellow croaker fish in China, the country again built another fish farm called Conson number 1. Owned and operated by Qingdao Conson Blue Silicon Valley Development Co., this ship is 819 feet long with a dead weight of 130,000 tons and is designed to have the capacity to produce 3,700 metric tons of large yellow croaker fish annually. Conson number 1 is equipped with a number of digital management systems to control the environment and growth conditions on board. So it's no wonder that this ship is dubbed as the world's first full-scale smart farming ship. According to Conson Group's explanation, the Conson number 1 ship simulates the wild growth environment of large yellow croaker fish in the cabin with industrial and intelligent technology to cultivate large yellow croaker fish in an artificial environment. With a cost of 450 million yuan or about $67.3 million, this mega project is designed with high precision and equipped with qualified facilities and sophisticated technology. The Conson number 1 ship itself is equipped with 15 aquaculture tanks of about 90,000 cubic meters and a smart system capable of controlling temperature and salinity. Chinese researchers believe that the ship will help update traditional aquaculture models and improve the industry from fish breeding, processing to fish feed sales. Currently, the Conson Group is working with partners to prepare for the construction of Conson number 2 and number 3 out of a total of 100,000 tons. A feasible study is being conducted to build a 300,000-ton ship. The plan is for Qingdao Conson Development to invest in the construction of 50 smart farming ships, forming 12 world-class leading fleets accompanied by 13 ships to supply materials and oil within the next 5 to 10 years. Ocean Farm 1. Next, there is Ocean Farm 1, which is the world's first deep-sea aquaculture farm designed by leading Norwegian salmon farmer SalMar ASA. Although owned by a Norwegian company, Ocean Farm 1 was built in China by China shipbuilding industry at a cost of $300 million for 6 facilities. This fish farm is built with a height of about 229 feet and a diameter of about 160 meters, which is expected to produce 12,000 tons of salmon annually. Ocean Farm 1 itself has an advanced system that allows the ship to withstand waves as high as 100 feet and can be placed in any open ocean. Seeing Ocean Farm 1's sophisticated facilities, SalMar is known to have plans to build its newest fish farm with facilities and technology far more advanced than Ocean Farm 1. The facility named Smart Fish Farm is planned to reach the same height as Ocean Farm 1, but can accommodate twice as many fish as its predecessor. This shows a substantial increase in the company's capacity for salmon production, as mariculture aims to achieve a maximum allowed biomass of 19,000 tons at the new location. Autonomous offshore fish farming vessel. Environmental Vision Norway, or ENV, has developed the autonomous offshore fish farming vessel, making offshore fish farming a viable alternative to coastal or land-based fish farming. Interestingly, all fish cages on this ship are equipped with uniquely built autonomous current inverters to protect smaller fish from potentially deadly sea currents. Not only that, this feature also allows larger fish to swim deeper as they grow stronger. The autonomous offshore fish farming vessel is specifically designed for Norwegian waters and anchors in areas where fish grow faster because the water naturally has good aeration. The ship's structure is also designed to allow it to maintain full functionality in rapidly changing conditions, making it able to withstand high waves and extreme weather easily. The anchored ship is also easy to move from one location to another. The Norwegian government itself estimates that there will be a 5-fold increase in aquaculture by 2050, but at the same time signaling stricter regulations on coastal fish farming due to environmental concerns. Therefore, by moving operations offshore, aquaculture companies can not only comply with stricter regulations but also gain more space. Thus, it allows for higher production to be achieved sustainably. Annual production using the autonomous offshore fish farming vessel as a fish farming facility is estimated to reach 8,000 to 10,000 metric tons. The autonomous offshore fish farming vessel has also carved out a new achievement, where this ship gave birth to the latest technology on ships, namely the sloping bow. This first thought was patented in August 2015. In short, this patent allows the making of this safe and low-cost hinge ship capable of withstanding the heaviest winter storms in the northern Atlantic Ocean. This construction allows the installation of autonomous subsurface current deflectors on each cage and also allows young salmon to be introduced to offshore locations with currents exceeding 1 knot or 0.5 meters per second. 𝗬𝗃, Autonomous Oceanic Aquaculture. A Chilean startup called OceanArksTech, or 𝗬𝗃, has created a concept for a self-propelled floating offshore aquaculture vessel. Fortunately, this concept received approval in principle from the Italian-based ship classification agency Registro Italiano Navale, or RINA. This ship presents a new approach to aquaculture and seems to change the way of working by drastically improving fish health, crew comfort, and industry image. This system benefits from its mobility, which can be placed far from sea heat waves, algae blooms, and storms, which are 3 weaknesses for aquaculture. This can greatly help in producing higher quality fish and increasing world protein production without having to increase pressure on wild fish stocks, coastal habitats, or land water resources. The 𝗤𝗂𝗃 ship itself is a low-emission, self-propelled trimaran with AI assistance and is 557 feet long and 209 feet wide. The planned trimaran ship has three 4,000 kilowatt diesel-electric motors and is equipped with AI technology and self-cleaning copper fish cages that help maintain fish health and welfare. In addition, this ship will also operate unmanned for 3 weeks, with staff returning using ships or helicopters if needed. The ship will also have the ability to maneuver away from threatening situations ranging from sea heat waves to algae blooms and storms. 𝗤𝗃𝗃𝗁𝗃 notes that this ship can operate near consumer markets in Asia, the United States, or the European Union, thus reducing the need to transport fish to market. Not only that, this 𝗤𝗂𝗃 ship is also equipped with room for 450 tons of fish feed, which functions as a defense at sea if there is no food supply for 3 weeks at once. The operational side of planning is so detailed that it is estimated that the fish mortality rate in this ship only reaches 5%, or maybe less than that. Not just one type, but this 𝗤𝗂𝗃 ship can cultivate various types of sea fish such as tuna, cobia, and amberjack that live in the open ocean and generate more profit. 𝗖𝗪𝗃𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗂𝗏 Fish Farming Project. The last special fish farming ship is the 𝗖𝗪𝗃𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁 Fish Farming Project, also known as 𝗖𝗪𝗃𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁, which is a ship developed and designed by a company focused on salmon farming and based in Norway, 𝗖𝗪𝗃𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁. This 885-foot-long and 137-foot-wide ship is planned to accommodate 6 ships with a diameter of 115 feet and a depth of 39 feet. The construction of this mega project aims to collect water from various depths, using electric filters to prevent sea lice and other parasites from attaching to salmon in the water intake. Furthermore, organic waste will be collected, dried, and transported to land. This construction will be built and implemented in a closed manner to optimize a good environment in the tanks and increase salmon growth. This livestock project uses the post-smolt factory concept, where smolt will be grown to a size of 2.6 to 2.7 kilograms before being transferred to open net cages. Before this project was realized, 𝗖𝗪𝗃𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁 had submitted 17 construction permits for its project in August 2017. Unfortunately, the Directorate of Fisheries rejected the application in October 2018. Knowing that the plan for this project was rejected, 𝗖𝗪𝗃𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁 appealed the decision. In February 2021, the Ministry of Trade and Industry revoked the Directorate of Fisheries' decision. Fortunately, now the Directorate of Fisheries has given a commitment to 𝗖𝗪𝗃𝗁𝗁𝗁𝗁 of 5,175 tons of maximum biomass, which is further divided into 6 development permits of 780 tons and 1 development permit of 495 tons. However, at the same time, the Directorate of Fisheries rejected the application for another 8,085 tons submitted. The company was disappointed with the decision issued by the Directorate of Fisheries, as this government agency only granted 6.6 permits out of the 17 permits designed by 𝗤𝘂𝗲𝗀𝗁𝗃𝗲𝗂𝗏. Despite experiencing failure in terms of licensing, basically the idea of this project is very beneficial and is likely to be able to advance the Norwegian economy, especially in terms of trade in the maritime sector. Seeing the success of a number of fish farming projects spread across several countries, we realize that fish farming plays a very important role in meeting the world's food supply, especially Norway and China, which are known as countries with the highest fish consumption levels in the world. Of course, the presence of this modern version of fish farming can be the right option in meeting food needs in both countries. In the future, innovations in the form of fish farming projects can also be adopted by other countries that have vast ocean areas and produce various types of sea fish. Of course, the construction of these fish farms must also be adapted to the sea conditions and climate of the country in order to produce abundant and good quality fish catches.